Hi everyone, I'm Alvina McGee, and you are tuning back in for the third week of Family Fun Friday. Murdoch is with me here. You want to get off? Yeah, okay. All right. He was sitting on my lap for like 10 minutes before that. So welcome back to our third week of Family Fun Friday. And as you probably know by now, Tutoring with a Twist is giving back to the community by doing a book club. So on Tuesday this week and the following week, you'll catch Julie and Sasha reading The Book Thief in both English and French. So they have a bilingual book club at 3 on Tuesdays. Chris is on the second chapter of The Hobbit, and he reads on Thursdays at noon, and every Friday at noon you have me here for Family Fun Friday, where I read a different children's book followed by a fun activity. So the first week we read You Must Bring a Hat, and we made a little sailor hat. Last week we read Can Somebody Please Scratch My Back, which is a really fun little animal book. So we made little Easter chicks, peekaboo. They're really cute. And this week we are reading Tidy by Emily Gravette. There's no L. Gravette. Emily Gravette. And all the books that I read can be found at the Vancouver Island Library when they open up again. So, all right, let's just get right into it. So here is Tidy, perfect for some spring cleaning that I'm sure we're all doing. There's a little badger. It's always fun when the books have little cutouts. And there's a title page, Tidy. Deep in the forest lived a badger called Pete, who tidied and cleaned and kept everything neat. He tidied the flowers by checking each patch and snipping off any that didn't quite match. He tidied the fox and groomed his fur. He untangled each knot and each twig and each bird. He tidied the birds from the big to the small by brushing their beaks and bathing them all. He picked up that was one mistake. He picked up each, sorry, oh, I was totally out of it. All right, take two. He picked up stray sticks and swept and he rubbed. He polished the rocks and he scored and he scrubbed. Oops. So when a leaf fell, well, oh no. Pete tidied up. But still he wasn't happy. Now the trees looked bare and scrappy. And so, to make it all look neat, Pete undertook a mighty feat. He dug up every single tree. Oh no. But when it rained, there was a flood. And with the flood, oops, struggling to flip the page here. And afterwards, a lot of mud. These pages aren't really nice to flip here. Sorry about that. They are really stuck. Probably because of the mud. Pete called in the diggers, and he called in the mixers. He called in the concrete, the rakers and fixers. No mud, no leaves, no mess, no trees. Perfectly tidy and perfectly neat. The forest is practically perfect, said Pete. I'm hungry, he thought. I deserve a treat. So he hunted around for something to eat. But beetles and worms that he usually found were under the concrete deep in the ground. So Pete decided to go home instead. But he couldn't have dinner. He'd go straight to bed. And when he arrived, he took out his key. But there wasn't a door where the door used to be. He's buried his house and everything underneath. What will Pete do? Later that night, Pete tossed and turned. His belly was empty, it rumbled and churned. As he laid in his mixer, wide, wide awake, he started to think, I've made a mistake. So, the very next morning, when it got light, he set about trying to put everything right. The animals came from the strong to the weak, and they lent him a paw, a claw, or a beak. They put everything back as it always had been, but maybe less ordered and not quite as clean. And Pete, well, he promised to tidy up less, but if he succeeded is anyone's guess. He's hiding a brush. And that's the end. So that was Tidy. The light's not working. All right, there we go. That was Tidy by Emily Gravette. And it's a really fun book for spring cleaning, obviously, because the badger's getting too clean sometimes. And I'm sure some people can relate when, people put things back and then they're not where you thought they were and it's too tiny, you don't like it, and you can't find anything. So yeah, it's a fun little book and has really great rhymes and really great sing-songy kind of feel to it. And Emily Gravette does write a lot of these books as well, and I'll probably do another one sometime later. So yeah. That was Tidy. And so for our fun craft today, we're going to make little towel animals. This one's a little chick, and this one's a little bunny. It's kind of hard to see with the light. It's kind of glaring, but that's the little bunny. All right, so let's get started. So what you'll need is, I'm gonna move this down a bit. All right, so what you'll need is a old cloth, can be anything. So I have this yellow one here. You'll need some markers to draw in your eyes, or if you have googly eyes or something like that, you could use those as well, or pom-poms. You can get creative. Some scissors, some tape, or if you'd like, some hot glue. But I'm not gonna fire up my hot glue and make everything all messy here, because I have to keep it tidy. All right, so I'm going to teach you both, and they're both very simple. So let's start off with the little chick. So for the little chick, you'll need a towel, preferably square, but it doesn't really have to be. And then you want to fold a nice triangle. So if your towel is not a square, it's more of a rectangle, you'll have little pieces hanging out, but that's okay. You want the side corners, so these ones on the side, these ones to mostly be flat or lined up if you do have a rectangle towel. So you do that, and then you want to roll it up like some dough or a burrito, whatever you like. So you roll it up nice and tight, make sure it's nice and tight, and then, so this is going to be the wing. The ends are going to be where the wings are. So we're going to make the body first. We're going to put the wing over here, and I want it to be about this long. So you want your wing to be about this long, you want to start twisting your towel, twist it down and up. So now you have something like this. You basically want to make kind of a snowman with your twists. So here's the body, that's where the body of the chick is going to be. And you'll twist the top, and that's where the head is going to be. So now you have, the light is really not working with me today. Now you have your chick. There you go. Oh, and I forgot that you also need a rubber band to help hold everything together. Thankfully, I always have one around for my hair, so I can show you how to do that. So you want to hold everything in place like this. You can even sew it together if you want something more permanent, but if not, then you can use a rubber band or a hair tie, anything you'd like. And there you go. That's your little towel trick. Oh, that's your little towel trick, chick. And that you can tuck this wing underneath the rubber band or whatever you have to make it stay a little better. There you go. It's a little chick. And you can add the face on it so that you get a cute little face. All right. And then since I only have one towel, I'm just going to have to remake this. And I'll show you how easy it is to take apart so that, you can spend a nice afternoon dressing it up and making faces for it and then you can have your hand towel back. All right, and then, so we'll unfold our towel and I'll show you how to make the bunny next. And that's this one's our bunny right here. Ta-da. It's hard to see with the light. There you go. Okay, so you want to fold this towel again into a triangle. Again, if you have a rectangular towel, just make sure the corners here line up, and the corners here are going to be the bunny ears. So again, you want to roll it like a burrito. Roll, 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 nice and tight. All right. And so these are going to be the ears, and we're going to be making the body first. So in the middle of your towel, which is easy to tell right here, you will fold it in half like this. So you have a long kind of shape. And those are your ears facing forward. And now that you have the butt or the body down, so that's this part of it, the back part of it. I made a little tail too. So this is the back part of your bunny. And then you want to make the head. So to make the head, you want to cross these over and back. Like this. So basically, I can do that again. Instead of just going like this backwards, you want to cross it over a little bit so you see a little face come up. You have a little face for your bunny. Oop, this light's not working. There we go. So you have a face for your bunny, and the ears going backwards. And again, let me grab my rubber band, trusty hair elastic. You want to tie that down. And there's your little bunny. And to make it look more like a bunny, we can make it a face, obviously. So I'm going to use this paper here to draw a bunny face. I think I'll do it down here so that you can see. Oh, there we go. I'm going to do the eyes. And, of course, the little bunny nose. And do a little smile. And some bunny whiskers. Alright, and we have our bunny face. So I'm going to cut that out. Again, if you have googly eyes or pom-poms or whatever you want to use, you could obviously use that instead. But I don't have any of those things, so I'm just using paper. Cut it out. Alright, here's a little bunny face. And if you do cut out the eyes and the whiskers, and it's hard to see, there we go, the eyes and the whiskers and the nose separately, like this one, I found it easier if you cut everything out and then you put it on the table and then use the tape to go over it. So now I'm going to do that with this one. So I'll show you what I mean. So if these were all separate, it'd be easier just to use the tape and go over it like this. So, but I don't really have to because this is a nice piece here, nice and big. And you just want to just tape that onto your bunny. It's a little bit small, but you can adjust the size and make a new one as you like. And so here is how you make your hand towel bunny and your hand towel chick. We got a whole family here now. Yeah, so they're a lot of fun. You could use a ribbon to put over this elastic if you'd like to make it even cuter. You can glue a little pom-pom to its tail. You could, I don't know, you could color it. If it's a white hand towel, you could just color it right on top maybe. You can do a lot of things. But I just thought it's fun because you could use things that you probably have on hand. Just any towel, and you can make it super quick. So yeah, that's it. So make sure to tune in next Friday to catch me again reading a different book. I'm probably going to read, I've been eyeing this one for a while. This is again by Emily Gravette. It's a really fun book as well. It's got that sing-songy kind of rhyme, and I really like it. But it is a bedtime story, and I do read at noon, so I'm kind of like, is that appropriate? Maybe. But yeah, I might read that one next week. And if you follow our page, Tutoring with a Twist, you can check back on all the videos that I've mentioned. And yeah, I will be updating over there about which book I'm going to read next week and maybe a sneak peek at the craft that I'm going to do. So yeah, remember to tune in on Tuesday at 3 for the bilingual book club with Julie and Sasha. They're reading The Book Thief. And on Thursdays at noon, Chris is reading The Hobbit. And again, Family Fun Friday, Friday at noon. Me with children's books and a fun activity. So yeah, see you then. Bye.